New York City's architectural history is a fascinating journey through innovation, style, and urban development. Here's a broad overview. 1. Early settlement 1600s to 1700s. When Dutch settlers arrived in the early 1600s, they established New Amsterdam, which later became New York after the English took control in 1664. The early architecture was influenced by Dutch colonial styles, with buildings featuring steep gables and simple forms. The Georgian style also made its mark during this period, evident in some of the surviving buildings. 2. 19th century expansion and industrialization 1800s. As New York grew rapidly, especially with the advent of the Erie Canal in 1825, the city saw a boom in commercial and residential construction. This era saw the rise of various architectural styles, Federal style late 18th to early 19th century. Characterized by symmetry and classical elements. Greek Revival 1820s to 1850s. Inspired by ancient Greek architecture, with columns and pediments becoming common. Second Empire 1860s to 1880s. Notable for its mansard roofs and elaborate ornamentation, seen in buildings like the original New York City Hall. The late 19th century also marked the beginning of the skyscraper era. Innovations in steel frame construction and the elevator led to taller buildings. Notable examples include the Woolworth Building 1913, which was one of the tallest buildings in the world at the time. 3. Early 20th century modernism 1900s to 1930s. The early 20th century brought modernist movements to the city. Key architectural styles included Art Deco 1920s to 1930s, characterized by its sleek lines and geometric shapes. The Empire State Building 1931 and the Chrysler Building 1930 are iconic examples. International style 1930s to 1950s, focused on functionality and simplicity. Buildings from this period often have clean lines, open floor plans, and minimal ornamentation. The Seagram Building 1958, designed by Mies van der Rohe and Philip Johnson, is a notable example. 4. Post-war era and contemporary architecture 1940s present. After World War II, New York continued to evolve with a variety of architectural trends. Brutalism 1950s to 1970s, known for its raw concrete and massive forms. The Borough of Manhattan Community College 1970 is an example. Postmodernism 1970s to 1990s, reacted against the austerity of modernism with playful elements and historical references. The Port Authority Bus Terminal 1950s, though initially criticized, is an example of the era's eclectic approach. Contemporary styles 2000s present. New York continues to embrace diverse and innovative designs. The One World Trade Center 2013, designed by David Childs, symbolizes resilience and modern architectural trends. Notable landmarks and districts. Financial District. Home to historic buildings like the New York Stock Exchange and the Federal Hall. Midtown Manhattan. Features iconic skyscrapers such as the Rockefeller Center and Times Square. Brooklyn, known for its Brooklyn Bridge, an engineering marvel completed in 1883. New York's architecture reflects its dynamic history and status as a global metropolis, blending historical styles with cutting-edge designs.
Please like, comment and subscribe on this channel.